Alright everybody, welcome back. This is the Uncharted Vapor, and today I'm bringing you a review on a product that was sent to me for the purposes of review. Now, that product is none other than a brand new release by Hellvape. So with that, they came out with something called the brand new Fat Rabbit RTA. So, if you guys aren't familiar, they came out with many different renditions. They had the Dead Rabbit 2, Dead Rabbit RTA. I think they had a Dead Rabbit 2 RTA maybe. The Dead Rabbit Solo, if I remember the name of that right, which was the single coil squonkable thingy. And now they came out with something called the Fat Rabbit. Now, basically what it is a 28.4 millimeter RTA. They sent them both out to me in two different colors. We got black and stainless steel. So when we dive down right now, I'm going to show you the black one, put a build in it, go over it, and then bring it back up on top and give you my pros and cons. So I'll see you guys down below. Alright everybody, so here we are down low with the new Fat Rabbit by Hellvape. So this was sent to me, so what we're going to do is just going to open it up, show you what comes inside, give you a preview of the contents that come in the package from it. So let's go ahead and freeze frame that. Alright, so with that, you're going to get Coil's cotton. It's got a big tank on it, 5.5 mil, straight glass tube, doesn't say how big. 810 drip tip. It total weight's 90 grams, diameter is 28.4 millimeters. So that means the width of this is almost 28.5 millimeters, and the full capacity with the bubble glass is 25 millimeters. So, I mean 5.5 mils, excuse me for that. It's a top and side, or bottom and side fed, sorry, not top, but side and bottom. So with that, let's go ahead and open it up. Alright, so here we are. So inside the package, how's it going to open? Alright, so it slides out. The bottom, matte black, Fat Rabbit. Evoke your vaping genius. Scratch and sniff, Hellvape, and a barcode is all that's listed there. Slides right out. Rather massive tank. Wow, that is pretty big. And this has got, if that's the bubble glass, then that's, wow, I can't imagine. So let's go ahead and get it out of the packaging. Alright, so that is the bubble glass. It has a slight notch. If you look at that right there on the bottom, it has a slight notch on it. So spin this. Okay, just a quick twist and it pops off. Let's go ahead and there we go. There's a chimney section to break it down. Let's go ahead and pop the glass out. Alright, it looks like a straight glass. Let's see what the other one is. If we can get it out without breaking it. Alright, so yeah, the other one is a straight glass. The other one's a little thicker, but it's called the bubble glass. This thing is just that massive. So slide it on. Alright, so rather simple. I'm just going to use a smaller glass for that. So in the bottom of the package, let's use that to pull it out. You're going to get shoelace cotton, 2 coils, a bunch of O-rings, some extra grub screws, a coil jig to cut your coils, so it's a coil tree, with the flathead Barbie screwdriver. And on the very bottom, you are going to get your user manual. That's pretty much it that comes with it. Other than that, all I'm going to pull out is a screwdriver, just so I don't have to pull another one out because I don't feel like it. I'll cut my legs the way I want to cut them, so I won't use that. I'm going to put that back, not using their cotton, so I'm going to put that back. Put that right there. Alright. You having fun? I'm having fun. Trying to get things back together. Yep, always. Cool. All right, so on to the nitty gritty. So accessing the deck. Let's go ahead and break it free. It's got a twist off or twist on deck. Ah, okay. Well, there it goes. All right, so it does twist and it pulls out. So you're going to twist it and pull it out. That's how you're going to get the deck off. So here is the deck itself. So let's go ahead and get that to clear up. Clear up. There we go. So now you have the deck, 4-post screws, your airflow, where your cotton sets. Your airflow comes either from underneath right there or from the sides right here, which has a separate adjustability, so you can turn it on or turn it off. You go either all the way or start closing it down and leave it single side, or just close it all the way off. It's all up to you. Really, it's up to you. Really nice design as far as the top goes. It's literally just a twist and lock, and that's how the juice fill goes on that. So with this, what we're going to do is we're going to run this on the Lima DNA 250C, actually, which is going to be showing some overhang. This was supposed to be able to handle a 28 what was it, 28 or 26? But this is already showing that it does have some slight overhang, but I want something with power. So that's what I will be using, is the DNA. Now, flathead screwdriver. Let's go ahead and loosen up the post. And I'm debating if I should do a dual coil or should I do a dual coil or should I do a single coil? I'm not used to using barber screwdriver, guys, so I'm sorry about that. It feels weird in my hands. I skipped a screw. Alright, so these are flathead grubs. I would say it would have been better with regular grub screws. Easier to get, you know, or a Phillips at least. You know, something where, you know, you have a better gripping capability. But that'd be about it. But that's no big deal. I mean, it's just minor. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running burnout coils. Some 28 gauge aliens. This is some of the older packaging. It is now a new packaging. You can check that out on Burnout on Facebook. So let's go ahead and get some wire out. Which way is it going to go? There it goes. So let's go ahead and untwist this. What we're going to do is we're going to do a 3mm dual coil. About 7 wraps each, which should roughly own me about, I don't know, 0.19, 0.2, somewhere around there. Let's go ahead and straighten some of this out the best we can. I'm going to use my coiling jig. So I'm going to bring it in, start the wrap. So here we go. Alright, so there we go. Put it back on the 3mm guide. Bring it over. So it sits over top of that airflow. Same thing here. Straighten it out, bring it over. We're going to pull it up. There we go. Alright, so there. Pull it up. There we go. Set it around. They're about even. Alright, like that. Magnet so strong. 4.5. Is this? Yes. So now we're going to drop the wattage down, guys. So here you go. As you can, well, you probably can't see too well there, but We are going down from 75 watts. We're going to drop it down. As I pulse them, let's go and get that focused. You can start seeing the colors coming through. Alright, so there it is. That's that simple to basically build it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our time. We're going to wick it. I am going to use the smaller glass on the tank. No problem there. And literally all you have to do is take your tank. As far as burr spurs, they do have the rabbit logo on here on the mat, which is sitting right here. I don't know if this is going to pick up very well. If this will focus. Right there, you can see the rabbit logo on that side. And over here, because I got the full matte version, it says Fat Rabbit. I actually like it. It's pretty cool. So all I'm doing is I'm just screwing the two pieces together, the chimney section to the tank. Then you just twist and pop off the top. That's it. Simple. Simple design. And then the deck twists on and locks it down. Okay, so that's how simple it is to do this. And we're going to run some cotton bacon prime today in this build is what I'm going to do. Just because. Let's go ahead and close this up. Now with that, I want to give a shout out to Hellvape. Thank you for sending me out the product. And there will be a giveaway being done on this as well. By the time this review comes out, that giveaway will be completed already. So hopefully the person who has it will comment on it. And they will be able to go back and say whether my review, if they say subscribe to my channel, is good or bad. You can expect to probably see this review in likely, I don't know, 1 week from the day that I am doing this build right now for you guys on camera. So let's go ahead and zoom that in right to there so you guys can see it. Focus that on there. One thing I always get is they say as I build out a camera frame, so I have adjusted my ways of building and came up higher so that way you guys can see better. I like it when people give me feedback. Hey, you know, it'd be better or if we could see this or see that so we can learn. No problem. I will probably do some more review videos on some other items that people have said stuff about. Just wicking tutorial to help people out. That'd be about it. So now, pull the cotton through. As you see, it's not tight, but it's tight. It's not like shoving my coil all the way over. Now, I got enough cotton on this side, so we're good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut right at the edge, right past. So here's the deck. Okay. So I'm just going to cut just right about there. And then I'm going to run it right back through again on the same one. Do it again. Run it through. Alright. And tuck it in. Now when I start getting it to go in, I'm basically rolling. So when I'm doing this, because I'm low, basically I'm twisting it and basically doing that. So that way it fills that port, and then I'll press the rest of it down in there. And so it's straight, basically, if you understand what I mean. Basically, as you see the cotton on here, I'm basically where the wicking channel is, I'm taking the cotton, I wrap it, and I twist it into the wall, and then I'm going to poke it and make sure that it's straight up and down, so the cotton sets in just like this, versus like this, or all crunched up, you know, like that. It won't be like that. It'll be literally setting in the wicking port just like this. So that way the juice flow itself will just go straight up, okay? So when I get done, hope you can see this now. Yep, you can. Good. It's focusing on my hand. Don't know why. I guess it likes my hand. Oh, well, fuck it. It likes my hand. So, alright, there's that. Make sure it's not all stuffed in. It's not, so that's good. It is tucked all the way in on both sides. Now we're just going to make sure everything is good. I have a perfect cut. So that was awesome. I did a good job. I've been doing builds for a little bit. So I actually going to give myself a clap on the back. Woo, woo! Yeah! Okay. So we've been doing this for like 25 minutes. It might cut off. So let's do this. Let's pause. You see the juice right there? Let's back it out some right there. Yep. You see that? You see the juice? Back it off. We're going to unrecord and record. Alright, so if I'm going to see, seeing where it's going to go, getting the coils, getting cotton, everything is soaking up, like really, like seriously well on this. Like juice all over this is like nothing. All you gotta do is lip it up, and this thing just wants to take it in. That's what she said. There's that. Let's get some more in there. Yeah. Look at that action. Whoo! Okay, let's crank it up some more. I want some more crackles, snaps, and pops. Let's go up to 75 watts. Here's a big tank. Go with some big power. 75 watts. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Get it in. Ouch. Some of those little streamers do hurt. With that lubed up, it is very easy to move. This is not a very tight fit tank, but the fitment is perfect, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Yes, it's a little overhang on this. You might want a bigger mod, but what we're gonna do is gonna fill this up with some of my own personal e-liquids, which is Dreams, which is a creamy butterscotch with hints of custard. Now, I know there's juice because I run this juice rigorously in my Hellbeast. So, I want to see what it's going to be like in their tank using the exact same build and same cotton. Now, that I've done that, I've tightened that down. Airflow is open. Open on the bottom. Okay. Let's see how she goes. Man, let's try it with no side airflow. Okay, just bottom. Man, this thing's a cloud beast. Wow, holy crap. Let's cut that airflow down. All right. So we got it down right now to about right there. You can see just barely open. Man, that's some nice flavor. I am not going to lie. Wow, amazing. Okay, so this is going to be a Kennedy style 810 drip tip, so you guys can see more. All right, twist and pops off. Really easy to fill. Fill your juice into the two kidneys on the top. You have your side airflow, which is right here. Close it off, same way. Bottom airflow on the bottom, open and close. I closed off the top, bottom, you can run them both open. It has a lot of airflow for how big it is, okay? It does have the rabbit logo, and it does say Fat Rabbit on it. Now, with that, I think that looks rather nice, okay? This is setting at 75 watts. I don't know if that's going to pick up on screen. Let's see if I can get the focus on it. I doubt it. There it goes, 75 watts. Hopefully you can see that. And let's go ahead and re-ohm it again. Stayed the same, basically. 0.225. Okay, so basically a 0.22 build inside. Very nice. So that is the Fat Rabbit down low, guys. And with that, I'll catch you guys back up on top. Alright guys, so here we are back up on top with the Fat Rabbit. Now, if you're not familiar with this company, you know, Hellvape, they've came out with many different products. I wish I would have grabbed a couple of the other ones, but they have things like the Fusion Pod that they had a collaboration in with Alpha. They have many of the Rabbit series, as we said at the beginning. And then they came out with one of them, to me, to be one of the most banging and most popular RDAs, which is the, let's show you the logo, the Hellbeast RTA. Now, with that, I use this one on a regular basis. Generally, it's on a black mod, which would be the one I'm using now, which is my DNA 250C. And I have, this is actually the drip tip that came on the Fat Rabbit, but I like it with the knurl tip off of another RDA I had. And it makes it look cooler too, because it goes with the knurling really well. So what we're talking about, let's get this on, there we go. It is the Fat Rabbit. This is the Fat Rabbit. Now you can see how big that RTA is. It does have some overhang, I say about 1 to maybe 2 millimeters, well, maybe 1 or a half a millimeter overhang. On the sides and the front. And this is a side and bottom airflow. So know your airflows. It's side, bottom, and top airflow. 3 different types of airflow. But on this particular one, it's only side and bottom. So really nice. It is very easy to break down. You can actually take this off if you flip it upside down, re-wick it, put your wicks back on, burn it back in, and put your cap back on or your top piece back on. Now here's a funny thing. The bubble glass on this holds 5.5 mils of e-liquid. 5.5. But this thing is so massive, it doesn't even look like a bubble glass. The only reason why you know it's a bubble glass is because it has a slight little boop, comes out the top, boop, boop, comes out the top. That's it. And on bottom it goes blip, the other way. So hey, all right. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. So I use this thing on a regular basis. I have it, and I had it in all colors almost, you know, except for rainbows. The only one I didn't have. I gave a couple of them away to help other people out, and also let them try it out because they really wanted it. But I do have 3 of them that I use on a regular basis. A gold one, a blue one, and a black one. Okay, so when I change the sleeve out on my DNA to a blue sleeve, I put the blue one on. If I grab this and the gold Centaurus out, I put the gold one on. So I always have the Dead Rat or the Hellbeast on it. Love it. Love it. The flavor that comes off it is tremendous. And the reason why I keep talking about the Hellbeast and we got the Fat Rabbit is because the flavor that I get off of the Hellbeast as an RDA, I'm getting the exact same flavor off of this RTA. That is usually unheard of. Ugh, whatever that was in my mouth. I'm like eating some mothballs or something. But with that, I have been running this. I have already put at least 2-3 tankfuls through it, and the flavor, tremendous. I am not going to lie about it. The clouds, you're definitely going to get clouds, but you got to run some power in this beast, because if you don't, right now I'm running a 0.225 ohm build. It is a 7-wrap 3mm inner diameter coil. Like I said on the bottom, I am running it with burnout wires, 28 gauge aliens. Okay, they're amazing wires here. And I'm only using not even a quarter of the bottom airflow because of how much air this can get. So if you run a really low build in this, you have the airflow to keep this thing nice and cool. I've had zero issues with leaking. It had zero blemishes. The machining was on point. I know I didn't really go over that in the down low, but I'm just letting you know. Refill, very easy. Just twist the top and it pops up. Fill it in the kidney, which is going to hold a lot of juice. I don't even know how much a single one is. I should have looked it up, but I didn't. But I just know that the bubble glass holds 5.5, and by looking at both of these, it's not going to be probably much of a difference. Maybe 4, 4.5, maybe an extra mil with the bubble glass. Who knows? But irregardless, go ahead and let's give you some vapor production. We're going to run this at 80 watts right now on a 0.22 build, dual coil, and let you guys judge it for yourself. So, as they said in their thing, flavor with clouds, well, they won't lie in. Flavor for days, and the juice I'm running in this is my own personal juice, Uncharted Dreams, which is a creamy butterscotch with hints of custard, and I get that all through it just like I do on the RTA. So at 80 watts, it's nothing. Let's go ahead and pump this thing up. Well, I haven't done this in a very long time, guys, but let's go up to 100 watts. I'm going to bring this thing up to 100 watts. Hopefully I don't melt this thing. Or my lungs. One or two. Something's going to get melted. I don't know what. Okay. Woo. Nothing but flavor for days. Woo. Okay, so yeah, I covered the camera on that one there. Wicking on this, amazing. Very easy to wick. The kidneys inside of it, or not kidneys, but the wicking holes. Just like any RTA, make sure you leave a little bit of room underneath so it can come in. I watch the bubbles come up all the time as I vape on it. Like I said, I'm running this on a DNA 250C, and I don't really have a mod right now other than this. Well, I do. I have one mod, but that thing is so big I'd have to run 3 batteries in it, and that'd be about it. So hopefully, you know, I can get a hold of another mod that I can put this tank on, because I really do like it. Now, let's go to pros and cons real quick to go over it. Okay, so cons. The only real con that I saw about this, I don't even know, because it was done really well. And here's what I wish they did. Okay, so if you look at my Hellbeast, they make 2 of these in 2 different versions. They have a black and then they have matte black. Okay, well, if they came out with the black like they did this and did the engraving like this where it says Fat Rabbit on it, I think it would have looked amazing. That's just me being nitpicky on the logo on the thing, because then you could have seen everything on the black. It'd been amazing. It's really hard to see on camera and everything else, but it is a very good RTA. Cons is only one big con I have in it, which is the flathead screws. Okay, if it would have came with either Phillips or Grubbs even, I think it would have been a much better way to lock it down, or lock down the coils. Okay, they do give you a coil guide so you can cut your legs to where you want it to fit. I kind of winged mine because I kind of knew where to set them based off of the Hellbeast, and almost wanted the same length, which is 7 and 5, but I went evenly, so they're probably about around 5 millimeters. But that would be the only real con I have on this right now, is the fact that it has those type of screws. It's flathead screws. And even with the Barbie screwdriver, it was kind of hard to get it in the hole. I don't know if that's just being a really big Barbie screwdriver. Maybe it should have had a little bit smaller. I could have used one of my own, but I did use theirs. The only other con I would say is finding a mod maybe that this would fit on top of without any overhang would be the only subjective con that it would have on it. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means, hey, you're going to have to find something that this can run on that can also produce the power you're going to need to run it. Other than that, pros, flavor, it's there. Clouds, if you want them, there you go, all day long. This is definitely not going to be for when you guys wanting mouth to lung. It is not designed for that, no way, shape, form, or fashion. You know, so I didn't even see a 510 adapter, I don't believe, even included with this. So with that, I wouldn't even recommend it. You know, don't even try to take something from one of the other things, put a 510 on this, try to vape on it. No, don't do it. No. Don't try to put one of those chimney top, you know, drip tips. Not going to work. You know, this is designed to give you clouds, but at the same time give you flavor. I really thoroughly enjoy this RTA a lot. I have several big RTAs inside, and probably this is the best flavored RTA I have right now for this size. You know, I'm usually a single 22 millimeter coil, or 22 millimeter coil, and that's a big ass coil. 22 millimeter RTA guy, but on this, no. So with that, what they did was they sent me out 2 of these. So I've got the black one that we went over, and then they sent me, like I said, a silver one. So the silver one was done on a giveaway, which is about to be mailed out, and I will be sending this off to them. And I also included it with a package that I had. I had some spare mods that would house this up to a 30 millimeter. So I gave it to them, and with that, you know, they're going to be able to enjoy it as well. So thank you, Hellvape, for sending me these products for review, and also sending one out for the giveaway and sponsoring that giveaway for it. So with that, guys, you know, like I said, the only pros and cons on this, the only con I have really on this would be size is a subjective con because of finding a mod that this could fit on top of it because of how big it is. But you already know what you're getting into when it's called the Fat Rabbit, and you read the dimensions. 28.4 millimeter outer diameter, okay? But the airflow on it, super smooth to me. Using the bottom airflow, very smooth. It's not very loud. Even at quarter airflow, it's not really loud. Whistles just a little bit, but that's because I know I've cut it off, you know, pretty much a lot. Here it is. Now I'm going to open it up. Now I'm going to open top and bottom airflow. So now this is full. I'm still getting flavor, but I think because of the higher build that I got in here, the juice that I'm running likes to be a bit warmer, so that's why I only run the bottom side. I like the air to come from the bottom. So there you go. I mean, flavor and clouds all day long, quarter airflow, you know, just a little bit less, and she's a chucking. At 100 watts, it doesn't even get hot. It's just nice, warm, perfect feeling. Works really well, works really good. Has the same flavor, in my opinion, as the Hellbeast, which I thoroughly enjoy. I wish I still had all the colors, but hey, helping people out is what I like doing. So I sent one out, or a couple of them out, to help others. I still have 3 of them that I still keep in my rotation on a regular basis. So with that, guys, that is my review on the Fat Rabbit by Hellvape. And again, if you want to know any more, I mean, I put it down there, but yeah, they sent out 0.37 ohm coils. If you split that in half, 0.15, 0.17 is what it's going to ohm out to, so that's what they're looking at you to run at. So if you're running a dual coil, Nichrome 80, that's what I'm running. No, I'm running Nichrome 90 right now at a 0.22. So, you know, with that, that's all I really got to go over. So don't forget, if you like the video, please leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, leave it, and then sub to the channel and ring the bell, you know, so for I can do more future reviews and giveaways and give more back to you guys. So until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next review.